Idea Cellular yesterday came out with numbers. Numbers were just about in line or marginally below estimates. But what's the way forward for Idea Cellular? Let's discuss that with Himanshu Kampania, Managing Director of Idea Cellular. Himanshu, good morning. Thank you for joining us. Himanshu, your tariff growth in Q3 has been or was strong. Can you sustain that going forward?
I believe so. Quarter 2 is normally a weak seasonal quarter, and quarter 3, the rural customers come back. Idea Cellular has predominantly strong in small towns and medium-sized towns, and we have seen, as in the past, from October onwards, up till May and June, voice minute continues to grow. We remain bullish. VLR growth has been weak in the first 7 to 8 months, but we are hopeful now that the regulation for new subscribers has been fully implemented, and it is expected that the growth of VLR will come back, and which will result in minutes growth.
Himanshu, hi, morning. There was also a sharp decline in your margins in this particular quarter. What were the reasons behind this, and can you improve them in the future?
So, one of the reasons our margins has been slightly lower than revenue growth. As you may notice, our revenue growth on a standalone basis has been 5%, and our EBITDA growth has been 4.4%. We've been hit primarily on account of two factors. One factor is inflationary cost, specifically the increase in diesel prices as well as electricity prices. And the second factor is higher expenditure on advertising and business promotions. Quarter 2 was very low of advertising expenditure, primarily as we were waiting for the auction to get over and win back Pan-India position. Going forward, we expect the EBITDA growth to be higher than revenue growth, and we expect to go back to improvement of margins.
Himanshu, what has been the contribution from Indus Towers, and any plans of value unlocking post the successful listing of Bharti Infratel?
I think it's a very premature question. We're waiting for the completion of legal and regulatory work at Indus before such evaluation will be done.
Right, and some color on how the new circles performance is likely to pan out as well in the near future, and by when can we expect some of them at least turning positive?
We have maintained that Idea strategy has been to dig deep in our established circles, which is our 13 circles. We are happy to report that the margins in our established circles are extremely competitive, and on a standalone basis, the margins on these circles are over 30%. Our new circles, we incrementally invest into these circles. The objective is to be able to improve our overall market share, but the approach is not to go flat out, but only have incremental investment. A certain portion of investable profits are allocated in new circles, and certain portion is allocated for 3G.
And Himanshu, finally, there is a lot of debate on telecom or wireless companies hiking price of late. Do you think pricing power is back, and will there be a change in headline tariffs also going forward?
So we have to review tariffs on two fronts. First and foremost, Idea's belief is still there is overcapacity in the sector. So we have to be extremely careful as far as tariff is concerned. So we are ruling out any headline tariff change in the short run. The other contrary factor that you have to notice is the change in the competitive structure. November 2012 was a watershed auction where, if you may notice, at least 3 telecom operators who had licenses decided to exit India. Another 3 telecom operators decided to shrink their overall business. So the number of operators who are competing in the market has reduced from 10 in number of markets to 6, and in some markets to 8. We wait to see what is the view these low-priced operator take, and if they were to increase their overall pricing, we would be happy to be able to improve our realization. So we see early signs of that, of reduction in promotion minutes, but we completely rule out any change of headline tariffs.